Wow, it's been fucking ages since I put one of these together. I figured while I got a break, just a little bit of time, gonna jump out here and vlog. I know I probably broke the promise of 3 to 4 a week, but yeah, I got reasons. I procrastinate a lot. That's also my main reason for everything. But yeah, uni, we're going through our exam phase now, and once that's all over, it should be fantastic, and I'll have some more free time, and I'll be able to vlog maybe more regularly, and maybe do some other shit, see what happens, see what I get bored. Once again, as always, I'm gonna plug the vlog. Check it out if you haven't already. Hopefully you find something you like there. We'll hook up some comments, whatever. Always love to see you guys there and checking it out and getting some feedback. So on with today's video. So I've been hearing a lot of shit about vehicles and alternative power technology and electric cars and whatnot. Felt like it's time for me to put my 2 cents in. It seems like it's one of those issues. Talking about electric car technology. Well, if you want to really get into it, you go right back to the beginning. The turn of the century. It's the early 1900s. 1910, things like that. The car is about 10 years old as far as the internal combustion engine goes. And if you're looking on a normal street, you're more likely to find an electric powered car than you are to find with a combustion engine. Electric power has been around for a lot longer, we've got more technology to do with electric motors, we're more proficient in the technology. But internal combustion has more potential. It's built, and over the generations of car manufacturing, the electric car weans away till they're not seen anymore. And then we hit oil crises, and we hit smog crises, and we realise that the internal combustion engine probably isn't doing the best for us, burning up natural resources and just destroying things in general. Now, the electric car isn't hard to build. They're not quite as powerful. They don't quite have the range. There's a lot of other limiting features to an electric motor, such as when the wheels become locked and there's no turning effect. It's quite dangerous on the motor. The batteries required are huge. That's probably the key problem, is the battery technology. The motors themselves are highly efficient and charge themselves while braking and try and regain as much power as possible, and they deliver a good output. If you look at the Tesla, which is basically a Lotus that's had the engine removed and replaced with an electric motor, Tesla gets about 3 seconds to the 100 kilometers, and that's quick. That's quick by car standards, let alone by electric car standards. This isn't the only example. The EV1 was quite a good car. They're all limited. They have a few 100-kilometer range, and while the range isn't terrible, it does take 4, 8, 5 hours to recharge a set of batteries rather than the 15 minutes it takes to fill a car. But the problem with the internal combustion engine is it's still burning petrol. So now we're at a crossroads. We have 2 options. A, what can we replace petrol with that burns the same way as a combustion engine? Or 2, what can we use that's more efficient? Can we create battery technology that's going to handle the demands, or can we create other technology? For example, hydrogen fuel cells that take water and then break that down to give off electricity. And in fact, they go the other way. They take hydrogen and combine it with oxygen to create water, which then gives off vapor, which is the exhaust, and generates electricity, which is then used to charge the car. Then you have the ability to simply burn hydrogen gas. Again, produces nothing but water vapor, but however, it's quite low power for volume, while weight-wise, you get a lot more. volume wise, a lot less. I mean, the other options we have are ethanol fuels, and they're quite good if they can be produced properly. However, crops that generate ethanol are also highly used in food industries and can a lot to the production of ethanol. I guess there's a lot of issues out there regarding cars, but I'd just like to say to people that we have the technology to do it. Car manufacturers have the ability to swap tomorrow to purely electric vehicles. While they do have their downsides, there are also some positives about electric cars. These positives, however, are what are keeping electric cars off our market. They're what killed cars like the EV1, and will most likely kill the other electric cars from being nothing more than a minor novelty for at least the next decade or so. And it's the fact that an electric car is easy to run, and it's cheaper to run because of that. It doesn't require as many moving parts, it doesn't require services as often, it doesn't need oils, it doesn't need lubrication, it doesn't need a lot of things that the standard car needs. And the petrol companies lose a lot of money, but they like the money. You know, rather than an electric company getting $1.50, they'd like to see a petrol company getting $15, $20, $70 out of you. So you can see the dilemma, and again it all comes down to money. Fucking dollars rule the world, and so until car manufacturers can find a way to exploit it to their benefit, don't be hiring for it, because it's not going to happen. However, if you do want to check it out, there are a lot of DIY electric car conversions out there. I may post a few into the sidebar, but they're not from me, they're from other parties. Accept no responsibility if you are chopping up the car and fuck something up, that's not my fault. But I'll throw some links up there for some electric car conversions, and you guys can do your own research onto what you think. If anyone got anything cool, send some video responses, send some comments, send something, you know, if you got something you want to say about electric cars, just give us a buzz.